Damn, I had to delete some more stuff, but like I said, this shit was fun. You might be riding. This game here was good. You might be riding down the street full speed, racing, and it's like you. I think you had to. You had to hit some cars on purpose. Like you had to slam into them on the side, like just ram into them. It was fun. I was mad when this game stopped working. I didn't play this game here until I became like a full grown adult. It was good, like on some jackass type stuff, like just backyard picking up tables, hitting people, doing backflips off the roof, falling on people. It was fun. When I got my Nintendo 64 when I was 6 years old, this was the first game I played. Well, this was the first game I had on my console. It was this one. It was this and this game called Turok. Paperboy was a good game. You would, for all the people that's in their teens, people, we had Paperboys and shit back then. They would ride around bicycles like 13, 14 years old, ride around on bicycles to make some money, and then they'll throw the newspaper. They'll throw it at your yard, and then the person to come out the house to get their newspaper to see what's going on in the city. This was before the internet. Pirates of the Caribbean, I remember in 06, I remember seeing this commercial a lot for this movie. That movie must have had a big budget because you couldn't help but see that trailer or hear about that movie. I'm sure it had a big budget. But my cousin's brother that I talked about earlier, he had got a Nintendo DS for Christmas. This was when it first came out, not the Nintendo DSi or the other ones that came. No, the Nintendo DS, the first one. I'll never forget. This was Christmas of 06. His was all white. And he had let me play it. It was fun. But I got this back in 05. It was nice for me to have it because I remember having The World Is Not Enough and GoldenEye on Nintendo 64. And then I ended up getting this James Bond Agent Under Fire on Xbox a couple of years later. It was just as good as the other two. It was fun. But on this one, you can actually drive, though. That's the difference. And this one here wasn't based on the movie. Like, this was just like a game they put out. The other two was based on the movies, but this one wasn't. I remember thinking that this was a nice car as a kid. This was fun, too. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, one of my favorite games of all time. This was the first one. I wish I could have played the sequels. But the only one I played after that was Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. This was good. This was very good. When this first came out, when I played it back in 2010. I was saying in my head, I was like, damn, Grand Theft Auto has some competition. At least that's what it looked like. But this was the only Saint Row I played. I never played the other ones, but it looked like after the second one, it went downhill. Like, it just looked weird. And I think this was the last one. Yeah, last but not least, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I remember buying this back in 06. I was 10 years old. I had got this PS2 because, I wasn't the type of kid to get gifts that often, but I ended up getting like $100 and some change for fucking Christmas because I ain't never used to get shit for Christmas or my birthday. So when this came about, it was, rare for me. Like I said, I was the type that didn't get shit often. I'm gonna keep saying that. And it hurt to not get gifts, but anywho, I got this shit back in 06. I would be on the bus and shit like that and on the van going to behavior programs and stuff like that. And it would be kids around my age. We would talk about Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas and shit because we would always ride past GameStop. And I said to myself, like, damn, I gotta get a console. So I ended up getting a PlayStation 2. I ended up being mad. I remember being frustrated because at the time, Yeah, Christmas of '06 when I went to GameStop to go get it, or was it EB Games? I think I went to EB Games. Ended up getting it. I wanted the fat PlayStation 2, like the original PlayStation 2. But they ended up not having it, so I just settled with the slim model, which was the new model. San Andreas was good. This game right here is easy. There is no storyline. There is no storyline. Like, as far as no video game has a better story time than Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You could go on YouTube and watch Grand Theft Auto San Andreas story time like a movie. This shit was crazy. But I like the ending when he shot Big Smoke, or he killed Big Smoke. That was a good game. One of my favorite missions was when you gotta ride on the bike and then they're shooting at you and you gotta get away or do some crazy mess. But Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was good. That's the tie between this and Vice City. On which I can't say what's my favorite one of all time. It might be my favorite Grand Theft Auto, may be Vice City, but I don't know. But it was cool because at the time they had already blessed us with Vice City. You know, Vice City, man, they blessed us. And then it's like 2 years later, y'all come with this. It's like they came 10 times harder than what they did on Vice City. Them folks blessed us back to back. Them folks came back and blessed us 2 years later with San Andreas. Vice City was good too. Grand Theft Auto 3 was good too. But this one, what made this one so special was this shit had 2 players on it. See, on all the other ones, you could play on 2 players, but you had to have online gaming, and that was rare back then. People was doing it, but it was rare.